Well, gotta put some more in my attempt at comedy playlist here. Hi there, it's Brett Hornby here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel here, and you can follow this under another observational humor in my attempt at comedy here. We're up to number 14, AAC number 14. I'm gonna call this one Kids and Adults on the Bus here. What I mean here is, I don't know if this is a generational thing or is our perspective changes when we board the bus here. As you know, growing up, boarded the bus to go to school, and now as an adult here, when things are under normal circumstances here, I board the bus to go to public transit, and maybe occasionally when I travel to go anywhere. But do our behaviors change when we board the bus, or is it a generation thing? Because I remember as a kid, and seeing kids in general, with other kids obviously, everyone fights for the window seat. It's like, I want the window seat, I want the window seat. And that seems to be the case with kids. Kids always want the window seat on the bus. I think maybe it's just because we like to look out the window, see the world go by, see the scenery, see the storm if there's a storm, see the cars go by, people dog watching. Kids always fight for that window seat and want to be to the window as far as possible. Is that, then that seems to stop when it comes to adults here. Because as adults, it seems like they want to avoid the window. They want to be as far away from the window as possible. And then the worst part is I know it's like I don't want to sit with our strangers here, but that's the perils of having to ride a bus here. And maybe occasionally if you have a lot of stuff. But my advice is don't wait until rush hour to do that. We're seen as a premium here. But adults like, I don't like the window. I gotta sit right to the aisle as close to possible. Hey, Morris, I like to put my feet in the aisle. So then people would accidentally step on it, and then I look like the asshole because, I stepped on my foot, but your feet shouldn't be where other people's feet go on the aisle. But you just don't see adults fighting for they fight for the aisle seat. And, on the plane, it's assigned differently. It's not like, a free-for-all bus. We're kids, I want the window seat. Or adults like, I gotta stay as far away from the window as possible. And then, everyone's all different sizes here. But the worst part is, when people, have to stay as far away from the window as possible, and they put their feet in the freaking aisle there, or they don't move their feet out of the way. Or, we all have our advantages and disadvantages if you're tall or big or small here, but don't have your feet, on 2 or 3 seats ahead of you where my feet are going to be, because I don't want to take up as much space as possible here. It's maybe a bigger guy thing is, I want to take up as less space as possible because maybe I got manners, but I always never fight for the window seat. Now, as an adult, it just will look weird, and that's my attempt at comedy here, that, I always go to the window seat because I got manners, and I keep the seat open for anyone if I'm not carrying a bunch of stuff. And if I'm carrying a bunch of stuff, I either try to be out of the way, or I don't wait till freaking rush hour, like some people do, and so I gotta, and then they act like they're more important there, but, that's just the perils of taking transit or traveling here, but I don't know. Do kids seem to covet the window seat? I want the window seat. But adults, it's like, I don't want anything to do with the window. I gotta get away from the window. I want to be at the aisle, and I want to be freaking blocking the aisle so people can walk down in there and step on me, and then I get mad at them. Come on. Is that just our minds change? I don't know. But that's just my general observation that kids, they want the window seat. Adults, they want anything but the window seat. when it's not in an assigned area there. And I know airplanes there, the middle seat is definitely the worst seat in the plane there, but that's something the airlines need to change to make it so that maybe people still would want the middle seat. Make it, so you have more leg room and it's bigger. So if you happen to be, a larger person there, you would want the middle seat. But I always generally like the window seat, kid or adult, because of, seeing the scenery, seeing going by. And, people seem to still have to have some manners when you got to get up and move. Hopefully. But I don't know. That's just my general observance there on kids and adults on the bus. Because that's what I associate most with, people fighting for the window seat or the aisle seat on the bus there. It's always the kids want the window, the adults, they want nothing to do with the window. So, as I say, that's my attempt at comedy here. So, if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey, home of the Flames, Hitmen, Roughnecks, and Stampeders, I mostly do Calgary sports and talk Calgary sports or any other sports here. But I also do personal vlogs and attempt at comedy as other secondary content on my channel there. I also share my experiences, let's say I'm on the road or at a sporting event here, or maybe just about anything else, politics, product reviews here. So if that sounds like you'd be interested to watch, do follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey. Just make sure you hit like, subscribe if you're new or if you're returning. Thanks for enjoying my content here. I also have my other social media links down in the description below there. So I always will keep seeking the window seat here, but I'm not going to fight for it like a little kid, like kids do, or maybe kids don't do that anymore these days. But I just think it's weird how I observed this, and that's what inspired this attempt at comedy and give my take and attitudes on what some people are like. When kids want the window seat, adults want nothing to do with the window seat. So, as I say, I'll see you in the next video here.